Hello and welcome to the video. Today I would like to show you a short tutorial of how to hunt energy library as a duo. Let's start off with having a look at the monsters we will be going to hunt. In the route that I'm going to show you, we will prioritize on killing brain squids and energetic bugs. So if you plan to hunt with preys, you should focus on those two. When it comes to the charms, you want to have curse set on brain squids and poison on the energetic bugs. With the Energanians and Knowledge Elementals, you have more freedom since almost all of the elemental charms will work on those two. If you have already unlocked Low Blow, it is also a decent charm to use on the Knowledge Elementals since they have the lowest HP pool and you will encounter them mostly in pools with more than 8 monsters. When it comes to the biting bugs, it's only worth to put dodge on these since it will not kill a lot of those monsters in the hunt. Now let's have a look at the equipment you should be using. Both the Druid and the Knight will have to choose between having more survivability and doing more damage. As for the Druid, you should be aware that you will be tanking a monster every now and then. I would recommend you to start hunting with an Elvermare, imbued with Holy and Energy Protection as well as having Life Leech on it. Prismatic rings and necklaces or lightning pendants are also essential items since the most amount of damage you will be taking will be split between energy and physical, with only approximately 20% being holy damage. If you don't have an Arboreal Tome, you can also use a Spirit Guide imbued with Holy. I personally prefer to hunt with a full magic level set since I'm comfortable having one monster on me and still focus on healing the Knight. But enough about the Druid, let's focus a little bit more on the Knight. I would advise you to start off hunting using a one-handed death weapon that you have available. Pair that with a Gnome Shield with Holy Imbue and you will be ready to start. When it comes to the helmet, the best in slot will be the Spiritron helmet, but you can also use a Cobra Hood or a Falcon Coif. For the armor, either an imbued Elvermare, a Spiritron armor or a Falcon Plate come in handy. You will have to be aware that the spawn does a decent amount of physical damage, which means you should not be skipping too much physical protection on your gear. You can balance it out a little bit with choosing what boots you will use. Either the Soul Walkers or Void Boots are your best options. To find out which ones will fit you the best, you should have a look at your incoming damage during a hunt and maybe change it on the fly. If you would like to run a two-handed weapon, I would advise you to also run one defense sprays on brain squids, since you'll be relying on using Otito to gain the benefits of having the extra life leech and the more damage that you do. When it comes to the Wheel of Destiny, it depends a lot on your preferred playstyle. If you would like to gain the most amount of experience and be fast, you should go with the Executioner's Throw as well as the boosted Exarus Mass. If you want to be more safe and play with a one-handed weapon and the shield, the Battle Instinct perk is also really nice to have. We also have the Combat Mastery, which is also a decent perk if you are playing with a two-handed weapon. But it mostly comes up to the playstyle you prefer. When it comes to Maike and me, we like to push to the maximum and be faster. This is why he is using the Executioner's Throw, which allows him to move towards the next pull one turn earlier and throwing the spell behind while he is already leaving, letting me to finish off the monsters or lure them towards the next pull. But since it's not all about the Knight, let's have a look on, in my opinion, the two best wheels for Druid when it comes to hunting duo in here. First off, we have the wheel for level 800+. I personally think that the Ulu spell is very powerful and you should not skip it since it does a huge amount of damage at the start of each pull. Beside that, I like to run Gift of Life since you can always get hit by an unlucky combo, and also the northwest part of the wheel offers a lot of extra life while giving you increased terror wave damage and also better healing with Exura Granma's Res. If you are above level 925, you can also take both Exura Seal nodes, making each heal cost less and give more healing towards the Knight. All this applies only to the duo hunts, since it will be crucial to have the big Mass Res in 4 vocation hunts. This should be everything you need to know when it comes to starting a hunt as duo in here. If you have any other questions, let me know in the comments and I will try to answer them all. Now enough talking and let's see this all in action. Enjoy the rest of the video.
I looked over to the left. I looked over to the left, a reflection of myself. That's why I couldn't catch my breath. Don't care if we die today. Least we know we've tried today. Tried today. Tried today. Early rise today. Don't care if we die today. Least we know we've tried today. Tried today. Turning into never catch you in a dream.